Welcome to the channel and welcome to the video, and today we're going to be talking about Stake, and obviously I don't mean this stake, I mean this stake. And if you don't know, Stake is an investment platform that allows you to incrementally invest in properties in Dubai. So you can find out all about Stake in some of my previous videos I've done. Check out the link in the description. I'll put in all of the different videos I have previously done on Stake. It is one of my preferred choices when it comes to real estate investment. I just think that they have one of the most developed platforms and they're one of the most responsive companies that I've worked with. This is not financial advice, and this is equally not a paid sponsorship. I just thought that it's information that you would like to know. You can click my link in the description to sign up for Stake, and that will entitle you to 250 AED, or about 68 euros, $68 in this current exchange rate. And equally, I will get something back for that if you do invest over $500, and that is full transparency there. But if you don't want to, you don't have to, so that's on you. Today we're going to be talking about an update on Stake, and this is a massive update, an update that I think a lot of people have been looking for. When you're investing in property, you know that it's for the long term, and I keep saying this, investment in property is a long-term investment. It's not invest today and withdraw it next month. It's not that sort of investment. This is predominantly long-term investing when we are investing in real estate. That's just the way it works. How are you going to get appreciation on an asset like property without time? It's just not possible. So while we all know, and you should know, that it is a long-term investment, one of the things that I have been asked many times about is what happens if we would like to liquidate our stakes, our shares in the properties, before the appreciation period has completed and before they liquidate the property. So currently, previous to this update, you would invest in a property and you would have an appreciation period or a lockup period on that investment, which lasts for about 3 to 5 years, and it really depends on when they get a good offer for that property. It could be, and they have liquidated a property previously, that lasted 18 months. They got a great offer on a property. They asked the shareholders, all of you guys that have invested in the property, if you would like to sell for that price. They agreed. The property and the shares were liquidated, and you got the profits back. However, some people would like to be able to liquidate their investments. Emergencies happen, you know, sometimes you just need the money prior to someone offering to buy the property or the appreciation period being finished. And that's what they have just released. It's Stake's secondary market, but they're not calling it that. It's their share transfer facility. It's Stake's secondary transfer facility. It's a secondary market. It's where you have the ability to liquidate your stakes, you know what I mean, your shares in property prior to the investment period. It gives you the ability and flexibility to liquidate your shares in the properties you have invested in. But there is a caveat to that. It is not something that you can do throughout the year. They have 2 windows throughout the year where this will be open, and they are the transfer windows. Kind of like in football, but like different. So these exit windows are in May and November. So there is one coming up on the 5th of May, which will give you the ability, if you would like to sell your stake to other buyers. I mean, but there's another thing, which is good. While this provides the ability to have some more liquidity to investors, it also provides an opportunity to those that would like to purchase those previously sold stakes to potentially increase your own holdings. That means that not only do you have the ability to liquidate should you want to, but if you want to pick up some stakes of other properties, then you can do that too. So I'm going to be keeping my eye out on the 5th of May to see if there are any bargains to pick up. You have the ability to sell your stake for either market value for what it's worth now, or if you're desperate to sell it, you can offer a discount to make it more palatable and more appealing for people to purchase should you want to. And that's where it's interesting from a buyer's potential to pick up things on sale. So I'm going to be keeping an eye out on the first exit window to see if there are any bargains to be had. It's actually the 2nd of May to the 15th of May. So that's the window, the first one that's open. So mark your calendars. This is something that's been coming for some time, and I do think that it makes the whole Stake offering that much more complete as an investment platform. So I'm really pleased that they're now offering this, and this whole exit window of having 2 windows per year is something that other companies do as well. It just means it's easier to sell within those periods rather than having it a constant fluctuation of different stakes being sold. And it's to try and maximize the returns, making sure that they're at the best time to liquidate for property each year, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Hopefully I'm being clear. Now, with the ever turbulent financial and economic situation of the world, if you're not watching this in 2023, it's been a wild one, and it's only, well, it's the end of March, so yeah, put it that way. But everything seems to be slightly crazy, and we never quite know what's coming up. And so you think, well, investing, is it a great thing to be doing right now? This is why I use Stake. Because they're based in the Middle East and because that's what the market is, and predominantly it's based in AED. So regardless of I have mine in USD, it's predominantly done in AED. So with all of the stuff happening in the rest of the world, the Dubai and Middle East market is actually really quite good. So I am hoping that this is a great way to make sure that my diversification is key in those areas. So if anything happens to the dollar or whatever, all of these things that everyone's talking about in the world, I am hoping that putting my money into the Middle East is a good hedge against the financial turmoil that is currently going on in 2023. Like I said, if you want to find out more about Stake, I've done a full how-to video. I did my first introduction, and I like to provide updates as soon as I have them. If you like this sort of content and you like stuff around alternative investments and things like that, subscribe to the channel, drop me a comment of other platforms that you're using. Otherwise, I will see you on the next one. Peace.